State legislators now have a budget to work on after weeks of hearings and work sessions.
Our lawmakers now have less than 2 weeks to approve that budget into law. State House reporter Christian Harsa joining us live tonight with what legislators are saying about this. Hi, Christian.
Hi, Brian and Amanda. Legislators have been telling me they're somewhere along the spectrum of proud and frustrated with how the supplemental budget has shaped up. Now, the Appropriations Committee ultimately did vote along party lines, but getting there went well into the night. Long night.
1:30.
That's when appropriations wrapped up.
And the night before 2 a.m.
The late night and ice cream don't compare to the buzz around the supplemental budget.
I have to say I am so excited.
Excited about a new 2% millionaires,
I think it matters so much.
adding about $90 million in revenue.
Millionaires have more ability to give, and they should absolutely be contributing in this way.
I think we need to continue to try to do more.
Drew Gattine, the top Democrat representative on the Appropriations Committee, is all for the tax.
Will provide us the resources to continue to make the investments we need to make.
His Republican colleague, Representative Kenneth Fredette, voted against it, saying the 2,600 Maine millionaires will pick up and leave.
You know, we're starting to see a Maine that we no longer recognize.
So it was definitely a priority of hers.
Governor Mills wanted $300 relief checks sent out to Mainers making $70,000 or less. Now only those making $50,000 a year or less are eligible.
Something that the AFA committee took actions to make a more sort of targeted relief while saving money to do something that applies to more Mainers.
Funding housing, healthcare, and energy programs.
We do not have a revenue problem. We have a spending problem.
The total from the general fund is still being tabulated, but there is nearly $300 million coming from the rainy day fund, 1/3 of that total amount.
So if there is an economic downturn, the state of Maine is going to be in deep, deep trouble.
Now, the supplemental budget starts and ends on the governor's desk. Late last night, Mills gave her support, writing, "It gives money back to the people. It preserves critical funding for our schools and for healthcare into the future. It makes permanent free college. It invests in housing, and it delivers enhanced property tax relief." Now, the final tabulations are being worked on by analysts here at the State House to make sure that this budget is balanced. Brian and Amanda?
Outside the State House tonight, Christian Harsa, thank you.